Welcome to Empress of Oracle, where we tune into all things the divine. And today we will be talking about your cure for loneliness. Pick a card reading. So the first message is from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck with a pyramid thingy that I found at this one little shop in the Middle East. My second message deck is from the Guardian Angel Tarot Cards deck with the Infinity Bracelet, and the third one, the main message, comes from the Shadowscapes Tarot with this bag of gemstones. And I'm calling to sing a little song, and I can't remember all the lyrics, and I meant to look up the lyrics, but it's kind of too late now, so I don't care. And it goes, "The road is long with many awaiting times that leads us to who knows where, who knows when, but I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother." I really don't know why I felt drawn to do that song. I remember as like a child of the 80s, and this was one of the songs that was like around Christmas time I would always play, and it's like, if you or a loved one is suffering from a drug addiction, call this hotline. But for some reason it felt like a lonely song, and it felt like it was like meant for this reading. Interesting. So pick the card that you feel most drawn to. And if you would like a personal reading, so my readings are a mix of clearing your energy, clearing collective energy. We can get messages from ancestors, loved ones, your higher self, that kind of a thing. So so it's like a healing tarot oracle experience. So if that's something that you're interested in, please see the description box. And it's actually by donation only, which is really cool. It's part of Energy Philanthropy. So let's just get into the readings. Welcome, pile number one. We are going to start off your reading with the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Oh. Okay, so on the bottom, this is really weird. We have a new dawn, and I kind of make it like a rule that I don't like to look at the bottom card, but if I look at it, then it's part of the message. It was interesting because it came up reversed, and this deck isn't really a reversals deck. But okay, so it's saying the worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Okay, so what I'm getting from the reason that it was flipped is that you're right in the thick of things. This is really, really heavy energy. I can just see you like cursing God and saying like, why? I had a moment like that in my life, and I was feeling sick all the time, and I was in like a really horrible city that I grew up in, central Canada, and it was a very tough place to be. And it was winter all the time. And I remember I literally cursed God, and I said, why? And I said, this is not like, I didn't feel like we were living in like a free choice universe. And then I looked back at that situation, and then I realized that I could have gone out, I could have called a friend, I could have done this and that. I mean, mind you, I was sick, so you don't want to be spreading those germs around. But at the same time, there was like a lot that I probably could have done to like, so this almost makes me think that this reminds me of like being stuck in the mud. It almost makes me feel that this is like a self-induced thing, as much as you don't want to believe that it is. What is the one thing that you could do right now to bring it more like this, the new dawn? A new dawn, I do believe that is the first card in the deck. So I find, let me see, no, it's not it's the third one. But anyways, it does say the worst is now behind you and positive experiences are on the horizon. But right now you're in the thick of things. So what can you do to bring this about? Can you, like, I mean, there's a lot of cities that have like ways to meet people, like meetups, like community events. I mean, going to like a lounge and having a drink, like something to get yourself out of the house. I'm feeling like you're spending too much time in the house, too much time with your own solitary thoughts. I feel like you're in like an unhealthy place where you need to, you know, just step out. Like literally going to the grocery store at this point, I'm feeling for a lot of you would be like a step in the right direction. Just getting out of the house, just get out of the house is like really strong. And that's when you're gonna flip this card to the upright. But go like look on online, like community events, church groups, you know, even dating sites, the ones that are more for like finding friends, because there are like some friendship apps, like whatever it is to try to meet somebody, because there's probably other people out there who are feeling like this, and you're gonna find maybe one of those, because your souls will basically be attracted to each other. Probably what's happened is in the 5D, you've probably talked to some of these people and kind of said, okay, I'll meet you in the 3D, but you have to actually make like a physical step to getting there. So it says you've endured storms over rough seas. So I'm reading from the book. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right there. But now the way is clear and smooth. From here on in, you can expect the best. But you're only going to be expecting the best if you're going to take that first step. Wash away the negativity from your consciousness and past memories, and keep only the positive lessons in love. Don't hang on to anything that could weigh you down, such as resentment or bitterness. Let it go. If you've gone through patterns of negativity in the past, it's time to affirm, I now release the need to experience this life lesson. I attract whatever teachings I need to discover, and I move on to onto a life of harmonious and peaceful actions. By pulling this card, you've turned a corner in your life, wherein your prayers and positive thoughts are delivering new rays of divine light to illuminate your present and future. Actually, I want to put that right in the center. Oh, that was so interesting. When I said that, oh, you got treasure chest. When I said I'm going to put that in the center, it was 444. So look up that angel message, please. Maybe I'll look it up if we have time here, but for now I'm just gonna oh, something almost wanted to pop out, but then it didn't. Yeah, I'm like really feeling like a lot of stuck. Okay, there we go. Oh, break free again. See, this deck doesn't usually like give me reversals, but I'm like really, you know, I'm wanting to like read reversals in this. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Okay, so maybe you were one of those people. This was actually how I was too. I had like a lot of people I was like friends with or like acquaintances, and they'd talk about like Tinder. They'd show me all the guys that they were dating and stuff on there, and I'd be like, ugh! You know, that like, ugh, no thank you. It was like very judgmental on my part, and I was like, oh, this guy, he seems like he's so full of himself, and I'm like kind of like I'm feeling that maybe you felt a little bit judgmental of these kinds of things, like community events or going to a church group or AA meetings or going on the apps or whatever it is, because that's what I'm really getting with this, like with that reversal. Dolphins seem like very non-judgmental to me, but I'm getting almost like a judgmental, like, oh, those people are losers because they're going on the apps, or those people. And then, but I mean, it takes a lot to put yourself out there, right? Sometimes we get into ruts and routines. I'm really getting this with this group. So how are you going to know if anybody's going to accept you if you're never going to put yourself out there? And why would you care about being friends or accepting somebody into your energy space who's not for you, who doesn't like appreciate you and like you? Like, what is even the point? And why are you like obsessing over that? And why do you keep like replaying all those times that somebody didn't like you and then saying, oh, this is for sure? That's like when you buy a new red car and then all of a sudden you notice everyone else is driving a red car. There's a special scientific word for it. it's confirmation bias, but there's another like very fancy whatever, but I can't think of it. Actually, drop it in the description box if you have that word, because that's going to bug me. Like 5 days later, I'm going to think of it and be like, it was that. But it'll be too late. Yeah, so break free of your ruts and routines, but break free of that negativity and break free of that judgmentalness. And when you're judgmental, you're actually judging yourself. You're judging those people that are putting themselves out there because you're so worried about getting judged yourself. You're actually judging yourself. Whatever you don't like in somebody else is what you don't like about yourself. Okay. Because they feel safe and comfortable. By drawing this card, you're asked to swim outside your comfort zone. So there is definitely a lot, like clearly we're on the Angels and Mermaids deck, but I mean, there is a lot of water here. I've got water playing in the background. I'm drawn to water. I'm a Cancerian, so clearly I'm like obsessed with water. If I'm not around it, I'm feeling like shit, or I'm feeling like I want to get to it. Like I just want to get to it fast. I don't know, like go out, go to a swimming pool. Like get out of the house, I'm feeling. Yeah. It's time to take risks and explore new ways of thinking, making a living, or being in relationships. When being in relationships, it's not your fault. Sometimes when there's something broken in us, we attract that same thing to be healed. And sometimes also when there's something broken in that other person, there's something broken in you, right? And the universe, there's 3 things that happen. So there's the universe that wants to teach both of you a lesson and get you to the place where you need to be. There's the one person who has something broken, who hurts the other person, who's actually up for some serious karma, and the universe wants to deliver it in a very, very powerful, almost like 3 times magnified way. Then there's the person who is stuck, who shouldn't be, who needs to get that karma, but also that karma actually will bring the wheel of fortune to turn for them in their favor. And I'm almost getting that that's you, and that people, places, experiences in the past, like you're like an angel, you're like a ruby, a diamond thing, but it's buried deep inside of coal. And this experience, whatever you just recently went through, was to get you out of that experience. To get you to break free of that. The person, place, thing, or whatever that did you kind of dirty, they're experiencing, so the Wheel of Fortune, they were on the top, the Wheel of Fortune turned, and now you're gonna get your good karma right here, treasure chest, as soon as you get out of the house, get maybe near some water, pamper yourself, whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself out of this rut. And then that good karma is gonna come to you. The universe, you and this person had, or place or thing or group of people had, like a soul contract. The soul contract has now been fulfilled, and the Wheel of Fortune is now turned. It's turning in your favor, but it's not going to happen until you make the decision to get out of that rut and give yourself, you break free to a new dawn, and then you'll find your treasure chest. But it's up to you. The universe is saying it's up to you to take that step. I mean, even the first step, you know, I used to work at a gym. Actually, it was called Curves, if anybody knows it. It's funny because like it's a women's gym and it's for older women. It's not for younger women. So, I mean, I loved working there, right? But the biggest thing was getting out, to get there. The biggest thing was getting there, especially if you're one of those people that you don't like to leave the house that much. I'm really strongly getting that with this pile. So if that's not you, maybe pick another pile, because this pile is their homebodies to the extreme. So probably I'm talking to some fellow Cancerians, because I'm definitely a homebody. All I want to do at the end of the day is get the fuck home as soon as fucking possible. I'm just like, yeah. I won't get into too much detail, but it's like, you know, getting comfortable clothes, start pigging out, you know, all that. So I was planning on pulling from some more decks, but actually this is becoming not a long reading, but I'm feeling like it needs to be just concise. So here we have the treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Your prayers for financial support have been heard, and assistance is here for you now. It comes in wonderfully unexpected ways. Okay, so abundance isn't always money. I mean, somebody might give you a bike, you know? Why am I hearing the word bike? Or maybe you need to start biking, get exercise. Oof, I'm seeing some like serious homebodies here, but I'm also seeing that you guys have not been like taking care of yourselves or exercising, because I'm like bike was like really strong. I don't know. It could be somebody gives you like a thing to get your nails done. Oops. It could be like somebody gives you $5. My sister, funny enough, she used to go up to random strangers and say, I'm collecting $5 bills, and people used to actually give her them, and she had a collection of $5 bills until one day she spent it. But like, you never know how that abundance is gonna like come to you. So it says to remain in a state of gratitude. That says the money is already here, even if there's no visible evidence of it yet. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. Ooh, okay. So affirm, subliminal affirmations. You know, in the background right now, I've like actually been through like a really horrible breakup. I'm just gonna take my hair elastic off. I should try to go with the aesthetic a little bit over here, Kate. Horrible breakup. Something I literally wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and I really hope that I'm gonna get a good glow up out of this. I'm really hoping for that. But in the background right now, I literally am playing Heal Your Broken Heart subliminal messages, and it has like a picture of one of those like February Valentine's candy, and it's all broken. So like subliminal affirmations, like find a subliminal affirmation. You have to do it for at least 30 days and every single day, but I would recommend doing it like all the time. So whatever it is that you want the affirmations for, like heal a broken heart, like gain confidence, whatever it is, go for it. Type in subliminal affirmations and go on YouTube. Like I'm absolutely loving them. I don't know exactly what I'm seeing from it yet, but I know that I'm going to, and I know that I am. Anyways, I do like them. I do find actually sometimes if I'm feeling like very sad and I listen to one of those, like say is okay for depression, anxiety, those ones I do find like half an hour later I'm like, oh, my emotions aren't so charged right now. So affirm frequently, thank you for all the support, supply, abundance, and money that you bring to me. I'm grateful for these riches which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the earth. Okay, so you're stuck in the house. You're like, a lot of this is your mindset. You're not allowing this treasure chest to come to you because a lot of this is in like your mindset, that you're blocking this from happening. Like this stuck energy, it's not allowing these things to flow to you. You have to get out of the house. You have to put yourself out there. Let go of your judgments before this is going to come to you. It's really about doing that inner work. We live in the holographic universe, so it's about doing that inner work and to see the outward manifestations. So your supply may show up in the form of money, or it may come as new opportunities. It might even be friendships, brilliant ideas, or gifts from others. Bless and honor heaven's gifts however they come to you. Your gratitude ensures continual overflowing abundance in your life. I think we're going to close it out there, pile one, and until next time, have fun. Welcome, pile number 2. We are going to be pulling from the Guardian Angel Tarot Cards deck. It's similar to a tarot deck, except it's got angels, and some of the messages are a little bit different than, oh, I'm so good at this. This is the first reading that I've tried to do in this way, where I Embrace those around you. Okay, I'm already getting a message for this. Yeah, this is the first time that I've tried to do it without like showing my face, like the traditional way. You would not believe the amount of hours that I have spent watching Cancerian. What is it? Something about you done glowed up on his ass, Cancerian. That kind of stuff. Like I've heard that so many times. Or like the amount of times that I've seen that fucking 9 of Swords. Okay. Oh, and I always get the Empress, which is cool. I always get the 9 of Swords. I always get the Empress. Queen of Cups, obviously, being a Cancerian. Obviously, the Chariot is in there. A lot of 7 of Pentacles. But I do get a lot of 9 and 10 of Pentacles. Kind of waiting for that to show up in my life right now. Okay, but the message that I'm getting for you, whoops. Everything kind of just exploded there. Is that the card I want? I think so. Are you feeling like explosive, chaotic, oh, I see. Okay, so you don't need to meet new people. That's a good thing. There's a lot of people in this world that don't have anyone. But you have tons and tons and tons and tons of people and friends. I'm getting a lot of family, like a big family, but you're angry at them for something. And you need to go back to those people and back to reconnecting. So is there somebody that you haven't reconnected with in a long time? Like an old friend, an old family member, somebody that you're angry with, somebody that you're, I don't know, it's somebody that you're not speaking to right now. So it says, embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. I'm getting like religious or community, that there was something that happened that you didn't like. Like, so for example, when I was like, I grew up Christian and in the church, and a lot of people left the church, and they said the reason that they did is that they met so much judgment in the church. The very people that are Christian or, you know, whatever religion that you are, that are supposed to be accepting, are very judgmental, and they burn a lot of bridges, and a lot of people end up like switching churches, or like this kind of a thing. I'm getting like this kind of a thing, like switching friendship groups, switching churches, switching community groups, being right in, like you were right in the center, something happened, and all of a sudden you're like on the outs. But you're meant to come back here. Maybe you were meant to like think of some, like get a new perspective, be on the outs, maybe feel what it's like to be on the outs. Because as somebody who's kind of always been on the outs, because like I'm a very different person, I'm not for everyone, but you were Miss Popular, Mr. Popular, and so something happened, and then you kind of got a taste of what it feels like to be one of those people on the outs. Like, I've always considered myself a bit of a mighty duck, kind of like that 7 of Pentacles flips to the Empress, that like always the underdog kind of a thing. But you finally had a moment. So right, it's not that you're lonely right now because you went on the outs, but you've never been lonely before. I feel like you've always been surrounded by people. It's kind of time for you to get back. You have that perspective now. Oh, okay. COVID is not something that happened actually this past few months, this past year, the past whatever. It's actually something that happened 20 years. It started 20 years ago. It actually coincides with Pluto coming back, and then there was like this whole weird red energy thing that like came to our planet. But I mean, I don't get that this is the pile that I need to go into too much esoteric stuff and like talk to you too much about that. But it was like You were like going, like when you're at the top, they're gonna kind of want to like knock you down. Oh, 5 is a card of change. I'm getting Goddess Discordia. 23. Very like something really happened, like a big blow up, big explosion, big something bad. Not necessarily bad, actually more of a tower moment. Maybe it could have even been like a good thing, because it like spurred on this kind of, you went into hermit mode, you went out, now you're coming back in. But COVID is not something that happened these past few years. It's something that happened over 20 years. So it was like happening, reached the, and then explosion, and then you removed yourself from the situation. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, 6 of action. So I'm getting like prodigal son here. Like when the person returns and everyone is so, oh, you're so worried about going back because you're worried that everyone's gonna judge you and not accept you back in, but actually they are. So I took a couple years off where I went overseas. And I have had at the time some in-law family members. And when I returned back to Canada, not only did they accept me with open arms, but they never once brought up anything that had happened in the past. They never once tried to make me feel guilty. So I'm really getting that here. You feel like everyone's gonna not accept you back, but they are. And if anyone doesn't accept you back, those people aren't worth it, and those are the ones that were trying to bring you down and jealous of you in the first place. But when you go back, you're gonna have to realize that those people are still gonna be there, and I mean, do your best to navigate around them and just don't give them your energy, and don't pay them any mind. They're coming from a place of jealousy anyways. They hate us because they ain't us. It says, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, and other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. Okay, so maybe in this group of people, maybe you want to rethink your loyalties. Maybe kind of reminds me of those movies where all of a sudden like 2 unexpected people become friends, but it's in this group that you know, this community that you're involved with, and maybe you're gonna let some of those friendships go or just be civil towards them, and then there's ones that are going to, you're gonna see that those people were the more loyal ones, and those are the friendships that you want to focus on. And this, I'm getting more of like your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, and recognition. Maybe this is a real thing, but what I'm getting more is that coming back is going to be successful. 10 of action. So why is that in the, that's in the Chariot. I asked for clarification on 10 of action. I got the Chariot, even though the Chariot should technically be on the 6 of action. Oh, a lot of fire energy. Where am I going to put this? I'm going to put it there for now. Remember I said about the oh, okay, so okay. This person is cleaning up house. You're working too hard. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten your load. You were kind of like the linchpin here. Maybe that's what you're doing right now, so that you can better take care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. Okay, to your health. Were you being kind of like a bit of a people pleaser? Like Not exactly, because I'm not getting a people-pleasing vibe from you, but you're telling yourself that I'm just trying to please everybody else but myself, and yet I'm not getting like you're a people-pleaser type. I don't know, this is weird. Okay, you a bit stubborn? These cards are very stubbornly coming out. This 10 of action. Oh, getting like constipation. Sorry to like, that's like a weird parallel. People are always telling me, they're like, where did you come up with that? You know, like we're talking about something like, how did you suddenly change the subject to that? I don't understand. Okay, oh, these two cards. Okay. A lot of purple. Interesting. Knight of Cups and Four of Cups. Look at this. Angel. She's feeling like very dissatisfied. And these, I'm getting that song like sitting and wishing and waiting and wanting. Those are not the lyrics, but something like you're here, but somehow you're like looking out and you're like, and not really satisfied. Do you want to go back to this community or whatnot? Maybe you don't. Okay. I mean, you could. You don't have to. Where you were was feeling like such a burden. Where you were, like being in the center, but like looking out, wanting to do something else, dissatisfaction. There's a mirror here, interesting. I almost feel like that's the tower in the background. The tower here is like looking like it's not gonna fall, maybe wanting it to fall. It's like, no, it's gonna stay there. I'm just gonna keep like waiting and wishing and wanting and... Oh, I love when anything that has to do with the water and the mermaids. Actually, this is, let me see, is this Chariot? Oh, look, oh my gosh, so look, tower in the background again, but look, that tower doesn't look like it's falling anytime soon. Okay, we've got the ocean. Oh, would you look at that little crab there with his little treasure, his little golden treasure. Totally, you know, being a Cancerian, I feel like this little crab sometimes waiting. You got 5 turtles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got the 5. So there was a big upheaval, a big... Did the tower crash or is it... Why? Okay. Anyways, so we've got, okay, so we've got 3. We had 3 before too, so something about the number 3. Got 3 unicorns. Okay, so there is this movie called The Last Unicorn. Are you feeling like a pretender of some kind? Because like, why would you feel like okay, you're like me, but you're not like you're the last unicorn, you're that kind of quirky, but here you're pretending that you're not. You're right in the center, you're kind of the popular one, whatever. But secretly you're kind of like this person. And then we've got a lot of last unicorn vibes going on. So it's all, are you hiding something about who you are? So you can return back to this community if you want. But do you want to? Because I can't make that choice for you. Only you can make that choice for you. So, The Last Unicorn, the movie. She was a unicorn. She was the last one because they all got imprisoned in the sea, okay, by this like evil king who was like all sad and despondent and lonely and stuff. Actually, the castle kind of looks like that. And she becomes a human, falls in love with the prince. That it's like a forbidden kind of a love. I don't think that they ever got together in the end, honestly. Oh yeah, King Lear. getting like really Last Unicorn vibes from this. So take it as you will. This is not your reading. I mean, I don't even know where I'm going with this, and I'm just like hearing the song so strongly when she has to get to the castle by foot as the unicorn. She has to gallop her way to the castle and super far away, and then the song's going, I'm alive, and the last unicorn, and I forget the rest of the words. And then she defeats the red beast. He's like this fire. Oh, wasn't there a lot of fire? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of fire in here. And then all of a sudden we're like, water everywhere. So she defeats the fire. The anger and the fire. I don't know, like a fire sign or anger, and defeats that. And then at the end of the movie, she frees all the unicorns, and then they all come galloping out of the ocean. They were imprisoned in the ocean, and then she's not the last unicorn anymore. Interesting. So you're like a real leader. This is not kind of where I was expecting this reading to go. I literally didn't know. This is my first time doing it like this. You're a real leader. And secretly inside, you felt like quirky and different, and you've always known there was something different and special about you. And I feel that being this kind of a person, you could reach out to other people like that, and it would really have a huge impact on them, because those people feel so alone. And maybe whatever this happened to you, it made you feel what they felt, and maybe God is now calling you to be like this, to be like the last unicorn. And just like, look at this person is like this leader, and the unicorns, they're all, sorry about my nails, I'm gonna have to get those done, this is ridiculous. And those people, they're all looking to you as like the leader. And maybe you're being called right now to do that. So you've never necessarily, well, you've been lonely, been fake not lonely. So you've been fake not lonely. So embrace your weird side, embrace that underdog side of you, and stand up and reach out to some other underdogs. Yeah. That's all I have for you, pile 2. So until next time, have fun. Pile number 3. Whoa, something popped out right away, and it's in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. I love this card. What is up with you, pile number 3? I'm getting like a, okay. So normally you've got so much energy, and right now I'm feeling like you don't have as much energy, and I'm like a kind of a lethargic person, kind of in general. Like I'm always kind of like low on energy, and I felt like a burst of energy when I got this, but I'm also getting that like you were in this energy, and then suddenly you became in this energy. Anyways, we are pulling from the Shadowscapes Tarot. This is something that I just got recently. Actually, when I ordered it online, I felt really bad because I didn't know like what I was ordering it from. Like I just kind of ordered it online, right? And I started noticing that, I just want to put those like that for now, that it was like gone to Belgium, and then it was like a China, and then it was like a, I don't know, just all these random places. Like why was it like jumping around like that? I didn't like that. Like sometimes when we order these things, they like really like, it goes all over the world. I mean, yeah, it was with other parcels, but I can't even imagine the amount of fuel that it was using. Okay, so this is something about like conserving your energy, conserving conserving your flame. This is kind of scary for me because I actually don't really know, like I know how to read tarot, but I don't. I've watched like 10,000 hours. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, so I believe it's Robert Greene, and it might be in the 48. No. It's in Mastery. Actually, go to YouTube right now and type in Robert Greene with an E, Mastery, and listen to that audiobook. Something about that. You are on this path of being like a sage, like a master. And so I feel like I've watched about 10,000 hours of Pick a Card and Cancerian and Oracle messages and all that stuff. And what is it that you have been doing for 10,000 hours that is ready now? Because you might be becoming some kind of a master. Oh, okay. So there's been some like lonely spots on this way of becoming this master. And once you've reached like your 10,000 hours and it's like it's your time to like step in to things, that is where you're going to meet your soul tribe. Okay, I'm actually really nervous about this because I feel like if I want to know the real like full messages, I'm gonna have to like look this up. I might do that, I'm not sure yet. Okay, Four of Wands. Oh, okay, interesting. It's in the reverse. Really interesting artwork on this card. Like I just got this deck, so beautiful. I like these, like, are they called impalas or something like that? But it's in reverse. Okay, so and that was kind of more in the past position. So were you on a career path for a long time? Más o menos, more or less like 10 years, and you thought that this is the career path that I'm going to go down. And all it was the Four of Wands in reverse. It was like the Ten of Cups in reverse. Like it was supposed to give you that fulfillment and all that. It was like a career, like something like lawyer, engineer, doctor, teacher, like something along like it's like a career. It's something that you studied for a long time or put in a lot of training hours, and you just weren't finding that emotional satisfaction that you were looking for. And you started off as like the Queen of Wands. You're like a very vivacious, energetic person, but slowly, it drained your cup and you lost that spark for life. A lot of fire energy, right? Wands, yeah, Wands, fire energy, but it's like that fire, that spark is gone. The Devil. Fuck. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I like this Devil, like it's really cool. Oh, would you look at that? Very beautiful artwork on these. Huh. Heart in a web. Person in like a cage, like a gilded cage. Like everything looks nice from the outside. I don't know if this is, I'm getting like a career reading on this. Okay, like maybe work, friends, like, but a career kind of a thing, and it's not really leaving you feel totally fulfilled, and it's all tied up with the friendships and the family and the career, and it's all tied up together, and it's left you feeling like somebody's got your heart in a web. Your heart is not your own. Somebody, and when you put a heart in a web like this, there's a spider, and this spider sucks it. Like it's like a lot of solar plexus feelings, like you need to do some work on are you experiencing any upset stomach, toilet troubles, digestion, burping, bloating, that kind of a thing? Because someone or something or a circumstance is sucking you of your life force. And it's time to make whatever that change is, that just take the first step towards making that change. And your guides and ancestors, you haven't been listening to them. You're not the type of person that listens to them. Like you're not somebody, so there's fire here, Devil here. Devil would give me earth energy. I am almost betting this is not a water card, but that would be hilarious if I turn it over and it's a water card. But I'm not getting a real lovey-dovey emotional person from you. Well, not necessarily lovey-dovey, but somebody who likes to discuss like me, you know, I was talking to my friend the other day, and like I used the word collective, and then she acted like she knew what I was talking about, and I didn't get vibes from her that she was into that. I'm like, wait, you understand that terminology? I don't get that you're one person like me who talks about things like that. Like, we live in the holographic universe, and like the reason this happened is actually a symbolic representation of what the collective is going through, and like talk like that. I get that you're more of a person who maybe, I don't want to say is agnostic. Agnostic is not the word, but not somebody who's like, oh yeah, this is a sign from the universe. I don't think that you're like that. Oh, it's water! It's so funny. The fact that I'm like, there's no way that this is a water card. That's so funny, but there's like a lot of gold. Oh my god, that's funny. So I like these fish, like these fish are really standing out to me. So maybe this is like the outcome is you changing, flipping the script. Here I'm getting a lot of like analytical, logical, whatever. Maybe it's time for you to like have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. Talk about your feelings a little bit more. Talk about like what's going on in the universe. That kind of a thing. So let's go ahead. Okay. Oh, what is that? Right. Mermaid here. Mermaid here. Do you need to do something to like take care of yourself? Can you get to saltwater? Actually, a way that I found that I got to saltwater without being by saltwater and I didn't have a bath or anything is I put coconut oil on my whole body before I went into the shower, and then I rubbed down with sea salt. What in the actual fuck? Seriously, you can't make this shit up. Literally a mermaid in a bathtub. As I was saying about, you know, getting by salt water, like water, all of a sudden we changed to like, I said, oh yeah, there's no way we're gonna get into water stuff. Literally, because there's like protection. Oh, see, I had to look at, okay. I'm gonna do this. We're not looking at the bottom card. Okay, wait, okay. Let's see. There's a lot of mermaids. I'm not looking at this properly. There's a lot of mermaids on this. Okay. But there's also fairies. Okay, so I didn't have to get all like watery stuff. There's a lot of, well, actually there's not really that many mermaids or fairies. Come to think of it, there's only a few, that one, but even she's by the water. Anyways, I felt drawn to this deck, so. Protection. I'm getting a very similar vibe from these three cards. Like, look, the girl, do you look like this? She's so pretty. Oh, okay, so you're like looking in the mirror. You have absolutely allowed yourself, I mean, there's no, they say there's no gender in tarot, so I pretty whatever, you know. But you've allowed yourself to become totally, completely burnt out, and you need a spa day. You need to get by some water. Do you need to do some protection on yourself? Because why is that coming up? I saged before this. Sage, salt water. You can do a salt spray. You can put on vibey music, like music that will put protection, subliminals, like all, something about water, taking a spa day, take time to relax. Give yourself that love and attention. Maybe somebody was draining you here, because we have the devil with the spider's web, and he's sucking that heart. See, it's like I'm reading more the energy. I'm reading more the artwork on these cards. I don't know tarot perfectly. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and say that I do. but it's like you've been being sucked dry. You've been allowing this, you've been giving your energy to someone or something else. So like, it's like your cure for loneliness is making that change that you keep thinking about all the time. Like, what is it that you can't stop thinking about? Like for example, my guides and my angels, when I go back to Canada, I'm gonna buy a bunch of silver. And it's like every single day I get like a reminder, buy silver, buy silver, buy silver. And it's like, well, because it's like sometimes, you know, your guides and angels tell you something, it's like a spur of the moment thing. And sometimes it's like you get the same message over and over and over and over and over again. So what is it that you've been thinking? Like, for example, my dream is to never throw out another piece of garbage for the rest of my life. And one day I need to fulfill that dream. And every single day I think about it and think about it and like, how can I'd like to kind of that off-grid living kind of situation. And every time I think about it, and I think about buying silver because, you know, the money just, I mean, look at Sri Lanka, just like, but whatever. I mean, that's not what we're talking about this reading. But what is it that you keep thinking about? That's like the change that you need to make. That is going to bring you to your soul family. I'm really getting mother healing from this card. There's the mother healing card. I should probably find it. Mother healing. Here, see, like, I'm drawing out, like, I'm just worthiness. Mother healing. These are kind of the cards that I'm getting with the protection card. Even like, look at the vibe. Not necessarily mother, but there's like some healing that you need to do with a mother or father figure. There's a lot of self-forgiveness. Okay, so something happened in your childhood that was not a great situation with a parental figure of some kind in your life. It caused you to make certain decisions in your life that made you feel guilty. There's a lot of self-forgiveness that needs to happen. And during the time of being still, being quiet, getting in the bath, doing salt things like salt and water, taking care of yourself, that's when the self-forgiveness is going to happen, because somebody has been draining your energy. Something, it's taking all your energy. Even like a pattern of thought has been doing that. Thoughts web. What is it? T-H-O-T? No, that's that hole over there. Oh no! Oh God! No, thought, like there's like a, isn't it T-H-O-T? That God, that's like actually a demon, and he like actually created the web of that we all got trapped in, and it's like overthinking. And when you overthink, you're giving all of your energy to thought, who is actually like a type of a demon, like anyways. But yeah, so as you're doing this, you're getting away from that energy and starting to put the energy back into you. So tranquility. You know, this is the first reading so far today that I haven't been crying the entire time and haven't gotten all emotional. So, do you need to cry? Because that's weird that I'm feeling like I'm not gonna cry, because I'm like an emotional person, and like I feel like, oh my God, I'm like really resonating with this message, and I'm like really feeling your energy. But like with you, I mean, I think you need to cry. I think you need to get into that bathtub and like not try to cry, but like, I don't know, I think it'd be like really good for you. I feel like you're not letting yourself. When you finally forgive yourself, that's when you're gonna have a good cry, and it's gonna be like actually like very healing for the soul. I don't know. Are you a crier? I would love to hear, like in the comments box. I feel like I haven't said anything that's like triggering, so I'm gonna not like disable the comments. And I'd actually like to know, like, are people resonating with these messages? Because like, I mean, you know, obviously there's always like little pearls of wisdom in there for you, you know, the person who's like giving the message. But anyways, tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Take a break from your harried schedule. Soaking or swimming in salty water creates a magical electrical energy shift in your body. The salt draws out emotions and physical toxins. Purchase sea salt from your... I kept talking. Like, you can't make this shit up. This is really the card of your reading. Tranquility leads to self-forgiveness. Yeah. I kept talking about salt, I kept talking about salt water, I kept talking about that, and then it comes up in the message. Pour lots of the salt and fragrant oils and essential oils into your warm bath water. Yeah, like some lavender, some mints. Whoa, did you just see that? It flickered. Huh. Okay, interesting. Be sure to immerse your chest and heart chakra under water as you soak in the tub to release toxic emotions. There are a lot of toxic emotions built up in your world right now and in your body and in your energy field, and I'm feeling really strongly in your solar plexus, causing constipation or upset stomach, that kind of a thing. And you need to like flow now. Now you need to let that flow and then flow out. Burn a white candle near your bathtub as you look at the flickering light. Come on! I literally just said my screen flickered. I don't know if that actually flickered, but I saw it flicker like out of the corner of my eyes. Think about what you want. The white candle amplifies your thoughts and feelings, so think about your desires and not your fears. Thoughts web. Look at the round and round and round thing. It's like if you let yourself think about something and then you're going over and over and over it in your mind, it's causing that, like it's draining. The white candlelight amplifies your so don't think about your fears. Let the salt water wash away any doubts that could block your manifestation. Ask the candle to illuminate your mind with faith and positive expectations. Enjoy this relaxation time and have faith that your prayers are being heard and being answered. I am getting that you are not about to make any sudden moves, but I'm getting that this is like the seed that's being planted, that you're starting to realize that where you are in your life is not fulfilling you before you're able to make that decision, because it's not like very clear thinking in this card right here. You need to do that self-forgiveness, that tranquility, that protection, like taking really good care of yourself. Look at the way that she's holding this baby. Give yourself that love. You've been pouring all your energy and everything into everyone else. How are you supposed to move forward in your life if you're giving all of your energy and everything else to other people? New moon. Huh. So when is that? Probably, I don't know if I'm talking to a lot of other Cancerians or not, because the new moon, I believe, would happen at the end of June, beginning of July, which would be Cancerian season. A realization coming around that time. Even just a moment where you really give yourself that love and create yourself, like pretend that you're a baby. Go back, self-forgiveness. Go back to that time in your life where you felt like no one was giving you that love that you needed, and go back energetically and give yourself that hug and that love. Sometimes that can cause a spontaneous healing. I'm feeling like there's some healing that needs to happen with you. And doing that, it's called timeline shifting, and you can actually cause a spontaneous healing by doing that. So everyone makes mistakes. It's normal to feel regret occasionally. Self-forgiveness. What's important though is how you handle these mistakes. As you focus on your positive attributes, your self-esteem will increase and your stress level will be diminished. Remember that guilt is the opposite of love. Your guilt doesn't help anyone or anything, but your divine love helps everyone everywhere. So whatever work that you're doing, you like to help people. Whatever work that you're doing on yourself, you're actually doing for the collective. So right now, go inside and give to yourself. Be as selfish as you can possibly be, because right now you're depleted and you need to bring that energy back to yourself. So I ask that all effects of my mistakes be undone in all directions of time, timeline shifting, and I now release all guilt completely, and I love my true self from top to bottom. You, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Protection. Your prayers, which ask for safety and protection, have been heard and answered. Any attacks or threats are now a thing of the past, washed away with the tide of heavenly love. This love is clearing away your insecurities so that you can feel totally secure. When you ask heaven to watch over you, your loved ones, your home, and your possessions, your prayers are instantly answered. There's no hesitation or delay on heaven's part. It's done as soon as you ask. Your energies can now be directed in meaningful and creative ways. With your mind clear of worries, enjoy your day. Yeah, I was getting a lot of that like rumination energy, round and round, and that devil energy, that thoughts web. So give to yourself first so that you can give to others. And then whatever it is that you're worried about yourself being in not a great health state, or your family, there's something going on with your family or whatnot, it will become healed. So this didn't talk a lot necessarily about loneliness or how to cure that loneliness. But if you are, I'm not getting that you're like a very lonely person per se, like not the loneliness that I have experienced, that is for sure. But that to feel more fulfillment in your existing relationships, what the secret is for you now is to focus on giving yourself that love, that protection, that tranquility, forgiving yourself, pouring in, like maybe you're very self-critical. Maybe you have like a parental figure that used to be critical of you, and bring that, giving yourself that love like you're a baby. I want to draw this. I have to draw you. I think I might draw this next. It's a very beautiful card. I like to do these light language drawings. If I ever go back to Canada, I'll sell them. I'm in the Middle East right now, so to ship art is already $100 just for a piece of paper. So I can't do it from here, but yes, I'm feeling called to say if you would like a personal reading, what I can do, so my readings are kind of like, they're like a clearing energy, past life, connecting to loved ones, so many different things, tarot readings, because as I'm doing these, I'm clearing energy for the collective. I'm clearing my own energy and I'm clearing your energy. It's totally by energy philanthropy, so that means by donation only. And so if you're interested in a private reading or some type of a clearing or healing time, what we can do is all of the information is in the description. And yeah, until next time, have fun.